In our today's society, can a man feed himself, his wife, and two kids with 70k? Please drop your comments on the comment section. If your answer is yes, please do us a favor by telling us a brief explanation on how that is going to be possible, feeding at least 4 stomachs with 70k monthly. Well, I got a call from a friend of mine to come to somewhere around Badagry axis that there is open land which is out for sale. I should come and check it out if it's something I'm interested in. So I went there. But before I will tell you this story, I will advise you, if you're a young man who is looking for a way to start your land banking business, I will advise you or I will tell you there is a big opportunity for you to venture into your land banking this period, because that Badagry houses, you can get a cheap land to start your trade of land banking if you're really interested in land banking. And the good thing is that Lagos State government, they are trying everything possible to make sure that the road there is motorable, so they are expanding the road. So I will advise you, it's an opportunity. Take this opportunity, and in next 3-4 years, trust me, if you want to sell, you can sell it out. If you want to use it for anything like agriculture, whatever you want to use it for, well, it's all left for you. But it's an opportunity. There's an open opportunity there for you to venture into land banking. Back to our story. So I went there, and I met this man. He's a civil servant. So he looked at me and he asked me, "Are you the person who want to buy the land?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Okay." We started discussing. He was looking at me somehow. I was like, why is this man looking at me like this? So he made a sign. He made a sign, deep breath. So I was like, "Sir, is everything all right?" He said, "Yes, everything is all right." He wished he was a business-oriented person when he was at my age. So I was like, I laughed, but I never knew why he said that. But somehow I get clue of why he said what he said. There's something led to something. We started discussing. So he now told me that he's a civil servant and he earns 70k monthly and he have 2 kids, a wife. So I was like, wow, so how are you surviving with such amount? So he started telling me some stories. Then I asked him, how many years have you been a civil servant? He said 18 years. I said, okay, before you become a civil servant, what have you been doing? He told me some things which, well, nobody above mistake. We all make mistakes. I always tell people that our challenges make us who we are. We don't make our challenges. So he has his own challenges and he have realized it, because from what he says so far, and I understand that, okay, he is regretting. So that is why always make use of what you have when you have it, not when you lost it. Make do of what you have. Try to invest on what you have. There is no amount you have in this life that cannot invest in something. None. It's for you to just look at what you have and try to invest that in something that can keep on generating money for you. It will not be that big amount income generation, but it's steady, it's constant. So back to the story. So after everything, I was like, okay, have you been marrying your wife for 18 years of your civil servant? He said no, he married his wife 5 years into his civil servant. I said, okay, what has she been doing in terms of business wise? He said she hasn't been doing anything. I was like, okay, you guys only believe in that 70k. I said, that is a poor mentality, sir. If your wife is not doing anything and you are earning 70k, how are you able to survive, pay your house rent and all that? He said, well, in terms of house rent, he is even afraid to rent house outside because he has his staff quarters as a civil servant. For him to think of outside the staff's quarters is a no-no for him, because he don't have the money to pay for house rent anyway. So I said, okay, what is it that your wife know how to do very well? He said his wife know how to cook very well. I said, why don't you start such thing for her to start up with? He said there's no capital. I said, now, do you have any cash in your account? So he said he has some certain amount of money. I said, okay. I said, can you sacrifice the 70k you're going to earn this month, renting a small space, even if it's for a small kiosk that okay, can be paying 10,000 naira every month, then use the remaining 60k you have pot at home, then use the 60k, buy other things, small things that, okay, your wife can be using to make her food for people to buy, since she know how to cook very well. He said you haven't think about that. I say you need to think about it. But if you ask me, I will say you don't need to think about it. It's something you need to venture into immediately without waste of time. Because if you rely on the 70k government is paying you, trust me, there is no way you will not live in debt. Why am I bringing this story to you people? I'm bringing this story to young men. There is opportunity in everywhere you are. Realize those opportunities. I always tell people that sometimes always pray that when the opportunity come your way, you will not neglect it. Because sometimes one thing I realize in life is that there are at times opportunity always come to us. We are not looking for the opportunity, but the opportunity will come to us, but we do not realize that this is an opportunity for us to take the advantage. We let it slide, and when that slide, we keep on still praying on the opportunity to come, while the opportunity have already presented itself. So young men, be careful. Every kobo you have is a plus to starting a business venture that will earn you money. Now, some people may say, okay, I've started social business, it's not working well for me. I started doing this, it's not working well for me. Whatever that is not working well for you is because every location is not meant for every business, and every business is not meant for every location. Know your niche, know where and where your business can thrive. And I always say to young people, there are businesses, no matter where you are, you will sell. Look for those kind of businesses and start. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Adventure.